All right, so today I'm going to be talking about the top retouch plugin, and I'm going to be showing you the functions of the basic tool, and we're going to be using them in retouching this image from scratch to finish. Okay, so but one thing you need to know, just like the way this plugin is, all other plugins are the same. Typically what you find in all these plugins you will find in other plugins, but some are actually better than the other, in the sense that the way the interface is, and also the functions, how it functions more accurately than the other. So but in this case, let's look at the top retouch, which in this in the other word look like the ultimate retouch panel. Okay, so they are most likely the same thing, but they function the same. Now the first place you're going to see the home button at the top part. So at the top part here you're going to see the buttons. Once you press the home buttons, whichever button you press is going to show you different functions, and all these are actions. Actually they are just automatic actions that plays whenever you touch them. Now from the home button I can create a new document, just like how you come here, file, new. You can create a new document. You can open a new document just like the way you have open right here, and also duplicate and transform. You can right click and you're going to see duplicate layer. Transform, you can come right here, edit, and you're going to see transform. Okay, so these are basic operations you normally do. Rotate and apply image. Apply image is seen under image, apply image. Then rotate, you can see rotate, also transform, rotate. These are just the basic normal functions. And one good thing about this is you can crop the image to Instagram size 4x5 inches, 1x1 stories, and for web and all of that you can crop the image, and it's actually going to give you the size. In case you don't know the size, you can convert your image from RGB to gray to CMYK and to lab. So it depends on what you are doing. The liquify and the camera raw, you can see them, filter, liquify, camera raw. So it's just a retouching tool that instead of going through all of these places, you can just quickly dial it in. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Now this one is where you're going to see the retouch. This is the retouch panel where you're going to do your retouching. Now basically the retouch is actually to work on the texture and the colors. So we have the retouch, which is the frequency separation. All of these are frequency separation, and the dodge and burn, all of these are dodging and burning, different types of dodging and burning. And I guess this also has its own dodging and burning. The ultimate retouch panel, it's still loading now, but let's see. Yep, so it has its own ultimate, look at its own frequency separation, 1 2 3 4. So those are the frequency separation. This is the dodge and burn. It has a lot of dodge and burn. 1 soft light, curve, S and M. So 1 2 3 4 4 dodging and burning, unlike this other one that has 1 2 3 4, still just 3 dodging and burning, while this one has 4. But this one has auto dodge and burn, why this doesn't have auto dodge and burn. Okay, so you can have the dodge and burn separately in case you just want to dodge and you just want to burn. So I'm going to set this aside and put it back inside the panel. Okay, so now let's continue. Now the first thing we have to do is to I would like to do the color correction. Okay, so let's look for the panel where the color correction is. It's going to be here. So this is makeup. We have the eyelid, iris, brows, which is the eyebrow, the hair, the brusher, the tone, the lips, makeup, lashes, eye, and all of this. No pink. So this is I mostly use the no pink for the fair skin. So once you click the no pink, you are going to remove all the pinks in the image. So let's look at this one. This one is for color grading. So we have retouch and makeup and color grading. So for the makeup, let's balance the tone. Now I'm going to use this tone, which is, you can use auto tune, you can use the tune. So let's click on the tune. So for the tune, it's going to create just one layer, which is a solid color adjustment layer. You can find that right here, solid color adjustment layer. Now the blending mode is on color, so it's automatically going to select color. But one good thing about the ultimate retouch over this is whatever you press here, it's actually going to select the brush automatically. But this one, you need to know the right brush to use. So now that we have this, we have a black marks, automatically you know you are going to use the brush tool. And while using the brush tool, you are going to make sure that the foreground color right here is white, so that whatever you paint, it's going to open up, make it visible. Now let's double click to select the color picker. So we're going to select where you want all the color to look like. So in this case, let's select somewhere brighter, so somewhere right here, and that's the color. You can hit OK. So but the best one is the auto tune, which is actually going to give you the real separate the. We're going to go there, so let's just quickly see the one that's better for it. So these are the two function. Let's start making sure the flow is on 6. Let's increase it to 90 so we know what we're doing. So look at what's happening. It's actually giving us the color of the forehead. So just see what's going on there. You can see that it matches the color of the nose, but the color of the rest part is kind of different. So if I use it on all the skin, for example, let's quickly do that. All right, so you can see what we have here. So that's because the tone is on. So you can actually go back and just pick another color. For instance, we can pick somewhere like this, and it's okay. Let's turn it back on, and if we still have the same, turn it back off. Let's pick another color, the saturated color. So this will not actually work. I feel like yes, let's pick somewhere from the forehead, and it's okay, and turn it back on. So you can see that it will not actually work because everything won't be real. You can even decrease the opacity, and let's see how it is decreasing the opacity, bringing it down. So we have it like this, and let's turn it off. Now let's pick the nose, the area, and turn it back on, and turn it back on. So this is what we have from the from the effect. So this is before, and then this is after. So if you feel it's too much, you can decrease the opacity the more, and let's see before and then after. So it looks real now, and we can turn it off and try this one, this auto tune. So let's select this and try the auto tune, and this is going to create the midtones and the highlights. So I usually use this one. So one thing you just need to do is to go inside. Remember, this is the first one we use. So now it creates a mask for the highlight, and it creates a mask for the shadows. You can see, okay, for the midtones, I mean. Now what you just need to do is to pick on the first color. This represents what? It represents the shadows, and this represents the midtones. Okay, so we're gonna pick let's start with the midtones color, and I'm gonna select something like this, and it's okay. And this one, I'm gonna double click and select something darker. Let's select something closer, and it's okay. So now what we need to do is just to paint, and you can see how it's darkens the image, but kind of blend the whole image together. So like that. Even if it makes it darker, we can always go ahead and okay, so for it, this is the color correction. So let's see before. This is our before, and then this is our after. So you can decrease the opacity if you feel it's not okay. You can just go ahead and decrease the opacity a little bit, but sometimes you can combine the two together. So let's combine the two together and see the effect. I'm going to decrease this one 22, take this one below 2, and we have this. So before, after. All right, so let's turn it off and on. So this is what we have. Now let's say we are good with this. I'm going to go ahead and go to my the retouch panel, and I'm going to use the Gaussian method. Let's use the median method. So all these are different. This stamp is just going to create a stamp, a new layer, and the new layer like this. Okay, let's create a stamp visible layer. Control Shift Alt E first of all, and I'm going to get rid of all this one. Delete. So we have from here to here. Okay, so we're good. Now the stamp, if I create a stamp layer, let's select the first one, create a stamp layer. It's just going to create an empty layer, and you are going to use the clone stamp tool and start, holding down hot, the clone stamp tool, holding down hot, and start fixing blemishes and the rest. You can see, but it's on current layer, so nothing is going to happen. If I want to fix this pimples, I'm just going to hold down Alt and click, but nothing is going to happen except you change it to current and below, and then you can hold down Alt and then work on it, and it's going to remove just like that. So it's just for a quick fix. Okay, so but right now that's not the proper way. Texture is to add texture to the image. Let's try that, and it's just to give us the texture and give us the emboss and the rest stuff. In adding texture, you already know this method. Let me take this towards the side, and if I click on the skin tones, select the brush and paint on it, you can see the texture is adding to the image, and automatically I think it figures out where the light is. Let's check the emboss. Okay, it's always at 130, so it's at the wrong position. It's supposed to be like this, so somewhere like this, like 6 to 1, and then it's going to look real. Okay, so I'm going to cancel it. We are not actually going to do that yet, so let's delete that, and let's go ahead. So the next step is to use either the skin. You can use the skin or the median, but this skin is automatic. I'm going to just click it. It's automatic, and you can't actually go in and start adjusting stuff because it creates this automatically. So all you just need to do is to just paint over, and now we have all this rough texture, and it's automatic, and that's why it's like that. So the best thing to do right here is to go into the blur and go into the high pass filter. I can go into the high pass filter by double clicking on the high pass filter and increasing the radius or decreasing the radius. So if you increase the radius, it becomes like this. If you decrease the radius, it becomes more smoother, and you can click OK and go ahead with your Gaussian blur. Double click to open it up, and you can bring this downwards, so as you adjust, it becomes more smoother. So okay, so those are the two things you just need to adjust, and then you can click on this and start painting over the adjusted area like that. So it's actually very fast, and all of this, so it's used the high pass filter method. So notice how it's going to make the image a little bit flat, but it's faster. So I'm going to delete that because I don't want to use that. So that's for the skin. For the median, it's actually like frequency separation. It's going to tell you to choose a blur value, and I can choose a blur value by selecting somewhere here. Let's choose that side. This is too much. I'm going to choose somewhere, like I'm going to make it 5, and it's okay. And you can just press continue, and this one is going to choose the high pass filter. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave that like that, and it's okay. So it's going to give you 2 frequency separation. Open up the group. You're going to see the high and the low. So what you need to do here is, it tells you, it said retouch here and retouch here. So on this one, you're going to use your mixer tool brush. So notice how the panel doesn't select the brush for you automatically. It's actually very confusing. So for the retouch here you're going to use the clone stamp tool. Okay, so now let's start with the clone stamp tool, and clone stamp tool, retouch here the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and start fixing. So hold on hot, make sure you select current layer. So hold on hot and fix like that. So don't worry about what you're having, just fix your own. So even if it's rough, you can just click on it, and let's go to other places like this. you can click on it. So it's going to still give you that's because you've not adjusted the lows. So on the lows, choose your mixer to brush and blend the skin. Let's start with the cheek. So just blend the skin like that, so you can see the way it works. So make sure it's not looking flat. You can actually go ahead and restart wherever you started. So like that. I'm just gonna quickly finish it up in how we do our frequency separation, right? All right, so I just finished that and you can see the difference. Okay, so even before using the clone stamp tool, it's all going out easily instead of choosing a higher blur. Okay, and I try to make things look natural, and you can see the before and then the after. So before and then the after. All right, so now that I've used that, you can use the Gaussian 2, Gaussian 3, and one thing I'll just show you. I'm going to turn this off and quickly use the Gaussian 3. So the Gaussian 3 will create 3 frequency separation. It's going to create 2 texture and 1 blur. So for that, if you open it up, you're going to see, let it close, still running the yap. So now you can see the first one retouch here, the second one mid retouch here, the third one retouch here. So this is for your blur and this is for your mid, and you can actually change the blur value. So let's open up the blur value, and now you can see that the blur value is 21. So cancel. What happens if I start using the mixer to brush on the blur on this one retouch here? Nothing actually is going to happen like that. You can see that it's just like it's working, but you won't actually notice it's working. So you can see that it's working, but you won't notice it's working. Why? Because the blur value is very, very high. So if we take it down somewhere like 2.6, let's hit OK, and let's see what happens when we choose that blur value. So still the same thing, Ctrl Z. So it's actually for very smooth skin. You can go ahead and go to the eye retouch and use your clone stamp tool and start fixing all these things, and you can see. But I don't actually recommend this one, although it's for pro work. So if you know your way around it, you can start doing. The one I'm used to is just the 2 frequency separation, which is the Gaussian 2 and the mid. So I don't usually use the low frequency separation. That's for the low side, the lower darker side. So soft skin, I'm going to quickly show you how the soft skin works. The soft skin is also very hard for you to go inside and manipulate. All you just need to do is to choose the right one. So for the radius, you are going to choose, the higher the radius, the more smooth the more smoother it is. So just choose somewhere around where it functions. You can always come back to it. It's okay. It's gonna choose this one for you, and you can increase and choose. The more you increase, the lesser the skin is more smooth. So let's take it down, and we have that. It's okay. So one good thing, you can go inside. I can just quickly remove all of this, something like this. So let's quickly do that, and I'm going to show you how to make it look real. Okay, so let's say we are okay with the way it is now. Let's zoom in and see the way it's looking. We can go ahead and the more we increase the blur, let's increase the blur value, it becomes realistic. Take it up, but it brings back more of the texture. If we take it downwards, it becomes more smoother. So instead of messing around with that, you can just pick a blur value and then go to the high pass filter. It's okay, and the more you hope, the more you stretch it out, the more it becomes, you know, unrealistic. So that's one. These are the ones they use for what's it called now, full portrait. So I'm just gonna delete this and go ahead with the mediana, which is where's the panel now? Did I just close it? Sorry, let's bring it back. Windows extension, and where top retouch. Okay, so here we have it back. So like I said, the median is okay, or the Gaussian too. You can also have the auto, you know. So after that, let's turn it on. Let's say this is what we have from our frequency separation. We can go ahead and do dodging and burning before we go to, you know, this rest part. So let's go to dodging and burning, and we can use the curve, we can use the overlay. The curve, we just create 2 curve layer, dodge and burn. Let's drag it above, and let's open up the curve layer. Now you can see how wonderful. While I like the black and white, it's great. So that black and white, wow. Okay, so these two are just, you know, they are just yeah, x-ray for you to know where to dodge and burn. So it shows you the highlight and the shadows. So from here you can see the highlights, you can see the shadows. So now let's put more light. This is the light, this is the shadow. I'm going to click the normal brush tool, and then let's do something like this. You can draw down like that and even make it like this. So let's just do it, make it tiny, make it more tiny like this. I'm gonna put one here. I'm gonna enhance this, put one. Let's go ahead and put one right here on the eyelashes as well, and this side. So typically where there's light, that's where you're going to put it on. Okay, so I usually put more here. Okay, so now I'm going to do some right here, and on the forehead as well. We can just put one big spot like that, clean it up. So we can go inside and increase the intensity, take it up like this. Let's leave it like this, and I'm going to close it, choose this shadow and make it smaller, and we can do something to make the nose more narrower like this and like this. So it's actually too big. I'm going to decrease the size of the brush and create something like this and like this. Let's put it somewhere here, somewhere below the nose, and also we can do something like this. Okay, just to create a 3D perception. Let's leave it. Let's put some right here. Okay, so and also this one, yeah, and yeah, and yeah. So just a 3D perception. That place will be too dark, so just put some right here and right here. Okay, so let's put more point on this one. Yep. All right, so let's see what we can do. Now we can go ahead and blow it out. So double click, select the mask. See the procedure is going to go ahead and go to the mask automatically. Increase the feather till it looks real. So like, yep. So I'll take it back a little until, so something like that. I'm going to select the other one and then feather it out. So something like this. All right, so this should be fine. Yep. So I can close it, and then we have the first one, which is the highlight and shadows. You can see highlight and shadows. The second one, which is the shadows. Now let's turn off the black and white, and there we go with the way it is. Okay, so but it adds color to the layer, of which I don't really like the way it's adding color to the layer. It's supposed to just be the highlight and the shadows, but it's adding color to it. So let's go back inside and see RGB. Let's turn it off. and on, off and on. Okay, so it's there, but we can decrease the opacity. So that's the disadvantage of this method. It creates it adds saturation to it, and that's bad. So just look at the way the saturation is affecting the image. So I'm going to turn it off. Let's try the other one. Let's try the other one, overlay and soft light. So let's use soft light. So soft light creates two, and this is very simple. For the burn you use black, for the dodge you use white. So but you're going to decrease the flow to somewhere around 10 or 8, and then you choose a white brush. Anytime you choose a black brush, you are burning. So let's choose a white brush instead. Cancel. Now you can now paint on it. You can see how I'm painting and making it look real. So one, you can paint on where, paint on the highlight. So the good thing about this, there are no saturation, just the highlights and the shadows. So you paint, you can paint this, and then I can actually add some, just make sure you do something like that. Alright, so I'm just gonna quickly do that, and then do somewhere here as well, add some highlight, and you can give it, blur it out a little. So go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and increase the blur, not too much. Okay, so let's just leave it there. Let's say that's okay, but it's still not looking real. You can choose the eraser and you can clean it from where you don't actually want the effect to be, if it's not looking real. So you can see. Okay, so Ctrl Z, I'm gonna leave it like that. Choose the burn, choose the brush, and you can burn. Let's make it bigger and burn. Okay, sorry, we're using white, so use black and burn like that. Make it smaller, burn, and crop the face. Okay, so just something like like that, and you can still go inside filter, blur, Gaussian blur. You use the same value and it's okay. So it will be there, but just a little bit. All right, so now that's for dodging and burning. You can go ahead and start your makeup and all of this. So let's start with the iris and or eyelid. Okay, if you choose the makeup, it's going to create all makeup immediately. So let's start with the iris. I guess we have dodge and burn here, so let's decrease this dodge and burn, and so we have two dodging and burning. Let's leave it somewhere like 10. Okay, so now let's create a stem visible layer. Ctrl Shift Alt E, and now we're going to start with the eyelid. So creating eyelid, let's open it up. You're going to see the layer, the hue and saturation and color, eyelid. So this is the eyelid, this side. Let's choose a color red, and it's okay. And now you can choose on this layer and paint it. Let's paint, make it smaller, make it bigger, and paint on it like that. Focus, and this as well. So right now we have that. We can turn on the saturation and turn it off. We can change the saturation, so something like this. So whichever one you want to do. Let's say we want that color, and we can now go to the iris, create iris sharpness, and I think it's going to create more. Open up the iris retouch, and you're going to see eyelid tone. You see iris sharpening, white the highs. So let's click on this one and let's whiten the highs. It's not going to actually give you the effect. Oh, we are on 8% flow, no wonder. Before that, let's close this one. Let's go back to the eyelid tone and make it smaller, and let's brush. So yeah, this is what we are supposed to have. X, let's clean it from this side and make it smaller and make it like this. Okay, so let's say we have one. I'm gonna do this one as well. Okay, so we can make it smaller, use X, and yeah, so something like this. Yep, let's say we want it like that, and this place too, let's do it like that. X, so I'm just switching the brush and trying to, you know, get the correct value. All right, so let's say we're done. Open up the iris retouch and go to the highs white. Let's zoom out and zoom in, and then we paint. Make sure the foreground color is white and paint on the highs white. I already dropped a video of how to, you know, get your eyes looking white. So let's zoom out and see. Let's put it on the iris as well and see how it looks. So we don't need that on the iris. All right, so now we can go to the iris sharpener and we can just sharpen it a bit and make it more clearer. You can see the way it's looking more pronounced now. You can decrease the opacity. Okay, we can go to the iris color and apply any color. For now, Ctrl Z, this is white, so I'm gonna pick a color. Let me just open it up. So let's pick a color, double click, and let's see. So this, how about a blue color or a pink or a yellow or white? Let's just leave this one like this. All right, so iris U, I'm just gonna drag this and drag it on top, and it's okay. And let's choose the U we want. You can change the U of the iris like that. So let's put a green kind of feel to it. So that's that. And now we can do dodge and burn iris. So click on this one, and remember black and white, dodging and burning and all of that. So I'm just gonna burn some places. So for that, I'm going to decrease the flow to like 12%. Black is for dodge, so I'm going to dodge, Ctrl Z. Let's not dodge the mid inside, you need to dodge inside. So bring this place, dodge, make it smaller, and you know, kind of dodge. I'm going to dodge this place and brighten up. Let's change white and brighten up this side, brighten up. So just little adjustment should do you know, do fine. So that's for that. And the next thing, I'm going to close that retouch because we've used everything. I'm going to close it, and now we can go to the brow. So let's go to the brow. Yep, so eyebrow, off. I think let's Ctrl Z. Let's open up the iris. Okay, so was this where we stopped? It's done. I think let me figure out something. All right, so we're back to where we are. I think I need to create a stem visible layer now because it's going to affect it. So now I create a stem visible layer. Let's turn off all these layers we've adjusted. So from there, let's use the brow now, and let's see. So we have the brow, eyebrow. So we're going to draw it on this side. Let's make it smaller and then draw. Make sure the foreground color is white, opacity, the flow is 100, and you can draw on it like that. And you know, you need to know more about makeup. I don't know more about makeup, so I'm just, you know, trying to get 1 and 2. So we can open it up, change the color, the hue. Wonder why. Let's find a good hue. Zoom out. I think that one is even better. Yeah. Nope. Okay, so let's leave it like somewhere here. I don't know. We can go inside this color and pick some other color. Yep, I think this one is fine. Okay, so let's say we want this one. Yep. Okay, now that's for that. Let's turn this off and on. It's not affecting. Let's try and change the hue. Okay, I think that's affecting everything, so delete. Okay, so you know what to do. Let's create a stem visible layer. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. And lips, let's work on the lips now. So click on the lips, and with that, open it up. The color there is this two, lips dimming lip color. So let's start with the lip color. Make sure flow is 100, foreground color white, and let's paint with the lips color like that, and paint over all this. So you can see I'm not painting on the edge of the lips, so but you can actually paint on it, but we are still gonna change it anyway. All right, so let's say we have this. Let's zoom out, and now it's a very odd color. We can actually change it to what we want. You can use red, you can use dark red, strong red, whichever one. Let's try, which color is actually complementing that? I don't know. Yep, should we use green and bring down the opacity? I feel red is actually okay, so let's use red. Let me choose a. So based on color grading, I'm going to go with this one. We can choose the shade, bring down the shade. Yeah, let's bring down the shade, but I'm going to use this. It's okay, and no, apply it more. Okay, so now let's choose the shade for this one as well, lips dimming. So I'm just going to click on the mask, and at the edge of the lips we're going to apply it like this. Yeah, so something like that. That should be at the edge. Okay, so this one should also be here, and this one should also be here. So something like this. And now once you do it like that, we can change the color to, let's change it to something darker, and now decrease the opacity, and you can go blur it out. You can even blur it, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's there, but it's faint. All right, so let's say we're done with the lips, you know. Let's go ahead, open up the, where's the panel, Windows, extension, top retouch. So which one? We still have the blusher, so let's apply the blusher. I'm gonna close this one, everything, the blusher. Control I. Let's just draw a line. Ctrl Z. Wait, I wonder why. Okay, so let's create a stem visible layer again. Let's apply the blusher and see if it's correct. So this is wrong, but what you just need to do is to invert, Ctrl I to invert the mask. And probably, I guess maybe because brush is on the white, so you know where the blush apply. Let's choose a red color for the blush, a red color. Yep. And then draw a very straight line like this and like this. So that should be blushing. Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. Let's put it at the top part of her cheek, something like this, showing that she's blushing. Go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and let's blur it out the more. So she's blushing. It's okay. Oh, come on. I'm gonna apply more blush. Okay, so let's go again. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and yep. So the blushing is there, and it's okay. So she's blushing. We can change the the color of the blush. So let's put something like this, or we can put something different, but let's put something closer to our skin color, pink. Okay, and we can decrease the opacity more. Okay, so that's the blush. And you can fix the lips. We've done lips, lashes, the eyelashes. That's the color of the eyelashes. Let's create a stem visible layer. Ctrl Shift or E. Create the eyelashes. It's just the color of the eyelashes, and you can choose any color. Make sure the foreground color is white. Choose your brush and paint on the eyelashes, the color of the eyelashes like that. Make it darker and decrease the opacity so you can see the everything. I'm just trying out, just showing you how to use the tool though. So lashes, eyes. Now let's click on eyes. Close this, select that, click eyes, and let's see. It said remove vein. Are there veins in the eyes? Color improvement and all of that. So let's choose the eyes white, and I think we've done this one already. Make sure the foreground color is white, and just white in the eyes. Go ahead, do the same right here and white in the eyes. Okay, so that's for the white eyes. Let's open up this one. You see sharpening, you see color improvement, shine, light, color improvement. So if you want to add some red to the colors and the light, let's lighten up that place. Ctrl Z. It's too much. The shine, you can add shine to it. Add shine to this one. All right, so let's just say we have it like this. If that's too much, you know what to do. You can decrease the opacity. So that's for the high retouch. We have the auto tune, no pink, and the rest. So hair highlight, I'm going to choose the hair highlight now. Let's check the hair highlight, and this is just actually enhancing the places that are brighter in the hair. So like that, let's do it like this. Enhancing, we can even put it on the eyebrow, but let's not do that. I'm going to enhance the highlight to something like that, and we can go ahead glowing. So let's apply glowing pink on mask. Let's turn it off and on. So let's apply glow. It's just a way to enhance the highlight. I'm going to enhance the highlight at the side Okay. Let's make this place glow. 1, 2. The brush is actually big right now, so I'm gonna make this place glow. Make this place, so it's actually skin glow, and you know how it works. So open it up, you can see that it's just one layer, skin highlights. You can open it up as well, hue and saturation and curve. So you can go inside the curve and, you know, bring it down or decrease the opacity of the curve. Let's increase and go to the mask and feather it. Alright, so this one we can apply filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and you can blur it to some extent. Take it backwards to where it looks, you know, realistic. So there should be fine. Okay, now that's what we have. The next thing is just lab C, of which you don't need that. This one is just gonna color grade the image for you, and it's very easy. You just need to just choose any of the presets and it's going to create the airy look for the image. So it's processing the look. So we have different type of color grading: the airy color grading, the vintage, and all of, you know, those color grading. So let's go create the stem visible layer, Ctrl Shift Alt E, and if you want to apply it, you know how to do it. Just apply 3 airy look and see the result is going to give you. Let's wait a little. It's going to create three color grading. So it's applying the camera raw preset and you have the hairy look. So 1 and this. So all you just need to do is to decrease and decrease if you want to get a little bit. So that's just what it's happening to the image. So overall, let's see. Let's just get rid of this one and let's see. Let's turn on this one only and turn on the first image, which is this. So we actually succeeded in getting from this to this, from this to this. Okay, what is there is you can make up any image and you can even draw this eyelid. Let's try and draw the eyelid, which is the eyelashes. Let's use the eyelashes or the tone. Let's see what the tone does. Okay, I think I've face tone. I talked about this already, and it's just, you know, actually applying a particular type of tone to the face. It's okay, then go back. It's applying a particular type of tone, correcting the tones. So you can see that it's removing all of that. So Ctrl Z. I'm not going to remove the blush, you can see. So let's just leave it like that and delete it. What I want to do is this eyelashes, the eye, this eye part, the top part. So we can use the eyelashes color. Let's create a color. Ctrl Z, 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 Z. Yep. Delete. Select this one. Let's use the eyelashes. Why is it creating? Oh, sorry, we already have one eyelashes. Okay, then let's use the eyebrow. Now it's gonna create a color. So let's say we want to apply it on the eyes like this and pull this on top. It's X, move, and like that. Okay, let's say we want it like this. Let's choose another color, open it up, make sure this color is different. Sorry, the hue and saturation. Why do we keep using? Yeah, okay, let's just say this is what we have, and let's go inside this one. Okay, let's leave it like that and decrease the opacity of the hue, in fact the brow itself. All right, so that's that for the panel. Okay, so I hope you find this helpful. I can turn this off right now, turn it back on. I just hope you find it helpful to you, and that's how to use the retouching panel.